Hello, beautiful ones, and namaste from my heart to your heart. I'm so happy that you're here. My name is Sylvia Mordini. I'm the founder of Alchemy of Yoga. It is my 16-year-old yoga teacher training program that I've offered 33 times, both in person and online. I couldn't be more excited to tell you specifically today about my online teacher training program. So what we'll do is you'll see me for a part of the presentation in a little box. I'll minimize myself at other times, or I might just completely disappear myself so that you can really focus on the material on screen. But don't hesitate to ask any questions as we go along. I'm really excited to be here in this live format so that you can learn everything you need to make the best decision possible. You guys, it is a lot to ask to choose an online yoga teacher training program. And I'll tell you this, when you're choosing a different sort of format, often let's say a destination, then you're just driven by the destination, and then you're driven by the date. And then all the other things kind of fall a little bit to the wayside, honestly. But with this sort of program and format online, you're really making a decision about whether or not you think you and I are a fit, and whether you feel like even the presentation of the material and the interface with the information is the way that you want to receive it. So let's get started, and my hope is that you just get the information that you need to make your very, very best decision. So here we are. Make sure you're in the right place. Get something to drink, get something to write with if you want, but know that I'll be sending you the replay so that you can have this to play again and again. This is Alchemy of Yoga online yoga teacher training. And today we're going to cover the big change from Yoga Alliance, who my program is ideal for, how do you know if you're ready for a yoga teacher training, the benefits of my particular Alchemy of Yoga program, the online training format that I'll be offering you, the curriculum, the syllabus, why we are different, the investment that's being asked to be made into yourself, and the cost of tuition, and a really special offer. So stay tuned till the very end. So I don't know if you heard the big news, because in the yoga world, this is like enormous happenings. That as a result of COVID-19, Yoga Alliance made the decision to approve particular yoga schools like mine to allow graduates that are certified by the school to register with Yoga Alliance. This has never been the case before. Previous to this, they've always asked that all the hours be in person. And it's not even asked, it's really like a demand that this is the only way in order to register with Yoga Alliance, you had to do all 200 hours in person. So this has been enormous news. Now the second part of this, to just give you the quick history of 2020, I know, what a year. So originally Yoga Alliance had said by June, if a program had been offered, someone could register with them. It had to be offered online, it had to be a registered yoga school, and you then had to go through other approvals. Then they changed that June date to September 30th. Then they changed the September 30th date to the date that you see on screen, not beyond December 31st, 2020. So as long as you do my program before that date, then all is good. All is good. Now here, let me explain. My next program is, of course, before December 31st, but you have 1 year to complete the work that's required for certification. The program has to be taken before December 31st. Check. Great, you did that. That's going to be amazing. And you have 1 year. Now, who decides how long you have to complete your certification? The registered school. So for Alchemy of Yoga, I'm giving you 1 year. For another school, it may be 1 day, 1 week, or 1 month post-program. But for my program, I'm giving you 12 months. Now, at any time that you complete the work and are certified by Alchemy of Yoga, you can register with Yoga Alliance forever and ever and ever. So You could register in a year, you could register in 5 years, you could register the day that you're certified, absolutely. You could register a week later, it doesn't matter. But as long as you complete the program by attending it within this calendar year of 2020. So this is not going to last for very much longer. I am therefore personally inviting you to join me live, online, and I have certified hundreds of teachers all over the globe for the last 15 years. It really is my greatest joy to offer my program in the comfort of your own home from anywhere in the world. This is truly an opportunity of a lifetime. And if you are able to say yes and step into this, you will change your life. And when you change your life, you change the world. You know who I work really well with? And I want you to know, it's yogis who believe change is possible for themselves and for the world. And yogis who want to be the change they want to see in the world and have fun doing it. Does that sound like you? I promise that doing my yoga teacher training will help you make the changes you want faster, bringing about real, lasting transformation and cultivating inner happiness and spiritual bliss. Picture this: waking up in your own bed, taking some deep breaths, eating a light breakfast, rolling out your yoga mat as you get ready to become a certified yoga teacher from your very own house. Well, I fully believe you manifested this. That's why this is being offered right now. It's what you always wanted. So does this sound like you, the life changer? Are you looking for a lifestyle shift, but you're still committed to your life? And thankfully, my course fits into your busy schedule. Does this sound like you? Taking a yoga teacher training has been on your list for a while, but it just hasn't been the right time. Or maybe you haven't found the right teacher. Becoming a yoga teacher has always been a goal, but it's been financially unattainable until now. This teacher training program fits into your life and your wallet. Does this sound like you? You've been feeling like there's something bigger out there. You've been wanting to dig deeper into yourself. And if you're ready to make changes in your life, then this is for you. The program really works well for yogis at home amidst this international emergency who are seeking what is next for your personal life or for your professional life, or both. It works well for the busy working professional who's been seeking to find a way to offer others the stress relief of yoga to support their mental, emotional, and physical well-being. It works perfectly well for parents who are home who long to train in yoga to offer the healing benefits to others. And it works fantastically well for teachers, whether it's elementary, high school, college, who want to be certified to offer yoga and mindfulness to your students, both online and in the classroom in person. So I want you to know if you feel our vibe, if you truly feel a fit with my program. And this is how. You love yoga, enjoy its many benefits, but you're ready to learn more. You're ready to embrace the deepest authentic you. You have a desire to inspire. You take pride in making a meaningful contribution to the world. You want to get to the heart of your truth. You want to know your true self, attract true love, start living your true purpose with passion. Does this feel like it might be you? Deepening your spiritual practice is important. And you want to make lifelong friends. You want to create a career that you're passionate about. Does that sound and feel like the vibe that you're looking for? And let me ask you, have you been waiting for the quote unquote right time? Well, if you're on this call, then I'm 99% sure that completing a yoga teacher training has long been on your bucket list. You just haven't had time to break away from the busyness of your life to complete your training in person. And this is exactly what you've been ready for. You truly have manifested this program. And the secret to picking the perfect time, I'll tell you, there is none. The very first chapter and the very first verse of the Yoga Sutras, the book of yoga about which yoga is written, says, yoga begins now. Truth is, there's no better time to fulfill your dreams of becoming a certified yoga teacher than now. I am ready to welcome you from wherever you are in the world and in your practice as you join a like-minded soul tribe to embark on a transformative journey from the inside out. So take a big breath in, open mouth, exhale. What do you have in common with Harry Potter, Katniss Everdeen, and Frodo? Let's find out. You are on a hero's journey. This program will be an adventure that will both challenge and encourage you to embrace your potential and make your superhero powers come alive. More than just having you master some yoga poses, I want to see you become more self-aware and self-confident in living your Dharma. The hero's path to becoming a yoga teacher, well, the question is, will you say yes or no? And the truth is, every hero says no at first. Why? Fear. You know if you say yes, your life will never be the same. And you're afraid of change, afraid of risk, afraid of your greatness. But yoga inspires you to aspire to your greatness. The practice tells you that you not only have and already possess your greatness, you have a responsibility to share it with the world. So consider this in-depth self-study program as a yes to one of the ultimate adventures of your life. You will feel empowered to finally become a certified yoga teacher. Now is the time to take action. There are 168 hours this week. That means 8,760 hours this year. Where would you like this time to go? This week, this summer, this fall, this winter, this year? Where do you want it to go? How do you want to arrive to December 31st? Shamanic teacher Don Miguel Ruiz, the author of The Four Agreements, writes, action is about living fully. Inaction is the way that we deny life. Inaction is sitting in front of the television every day because you're afraid to be alive and to take the risk of expressing who you are. So, how does this work? Let me tell you what you could expect from your yes. Expect magic, nothing less. Alchemy of Yoga teacher training changes your life. You wake up to the power you have to go into the alchemist laboratory of your life experience and mix the potions you want to create your dream life going forward. Expect to be empowered. You will learn how to unblock the obstacles to your happiness and start living from your highest self. Your hero's journey will awaken your inner power, transform your doubts, and ignite your purpose with passion. Expect to be transformed. The word alchemy means the art of change, both spiritually and physically. A power or a process of transforming something ordinary into something extraordinary. And since its launch in 2004, hundreds of students have taken part in this comprehensive program. Our Alchemist alumni come from over 25 countries worldwide. We've graduated 33 classes of registered yoga teachers. Graduates right now are teaching all over the world online and in yoga studios, gyms, community centers, schools, prisons, retirement homes, firehouses, everywhere. And Alchemy of Yoga has successfully raised the bar on the standard of education for yoga teacher training. What sets us apart? We have 15 years experience as a yoga school with 33 graduating classes. We believe in the importance of receiving the best education possible to become a successful and prosperous yoga instructor. We believe you can have fun while learning how to do that. and better together. This is both a Hatha and a Kundalini training, led by myself, Sylvia Mordini, and SIRI Adi Singh. Together, we have 50,000 hours of experience. This is our life's work. This is what we are most passionate about. This is not something that is new to us in either teaching or in the experience of living our yoga. And the yoga has absolutely worked well for both of us, not because our lives have always been easy, but in spite of the difficulties, the yoga has made all the difference. Also, how are we different? Well, we are way, way more than a yoga teacher training. This is truly a journey in self-discovery. It is a self-development program. And my unique program enables a diverse variety of people to be involved. But no matter the reason, everyone that joins Alchemy of Yoga has one thing in common. These are mavericks who perhaps don't fit the cookie cutter mold of a stereotypical yogi. The teachers of Alchemy of Yoga make a difference. Whether it's a career change, a lifestyle shift, or a desire to immerse yourself in the practice of yoga, this program allows you to manifest your unique potential as a yoga teacher. And the coolest result is that our graduates always end up paying it forward. We have graduates who work in schools with youngsters with special needs, others who have taken their yoga practice into underprivileged communities. We have graduates taking yoga into prisons and homeless shelters. And whether they're working online or in studios, gyms, schools, or alternative venues, Alchemy of Yoga teachers make a difference. And so why now? Well, because instead of sitting at home, laying in a pool of boredom, flipping through your newsfeed again, or taking another look to see what's in the fridge, you can instead make your dreams of becoming a certified yoga teacher finally come true. What is this program like? It is practical, self-paced, convenient, flexible, holistic, inclusive, fair, and very, very personal. The benefits of Alchemy of Yoga teacher training online are that, number one, this is a hybrid of both self-paced and interactive teaching modules that are both online, pre-recorded, and live taught Zoom classrooms totaling over 75 hours of interactive instruction or watching the replays. This offers you flexible pacing. I designed the program not just to be during the course of the teacher training, but the way that this program is designed is to be a teacher toolkit that you can use to design classes and make your life easier to serve others forever and ever post-program. Personalized attention, feedback in the online environment. I'll be able to watch your poses for alignment and refine one person at a time. There's a process of submitting homework like photos of your practice, and they are completely designated and organized so that I can give you specific feedback on your personal practice. Mentoring support for personal development, your practice, and your business. There are 5 Alchemy mentors in addition to Siri Adi and myself. And another key benefit is that my program will teach you how to teach yoga online and in person. These days, you will need to know how to do both. And what makes this amazing? Well, cutting edge technology for certain. You have a library of teaching materials and videos and a hands-on approach to distance learning. Some of my background in the corporate environment was all about distance learning, e-learning, and so this is not new to me personally, and teaching yoga, teacher training is not new to me. So combining them together into an amazing program of an online yoga teacher training was not that big a deal or that difficult for me because I have a 15-year career in both. The lifetime access is going to be something that you will love. To be able to go back and refer to these resources and hit replay, rewind, and watch them and utilize all of the resources over and over and over. The materials are yours. And you will also develop a global network, not just an incredible kula or tribe of like-minded individuals during the course of the program, but you become part of a bigger alchemy family from over 25 countries all over the world. The online program consists of study hours on your own, like reading your yoga teacher training manual, required textbooks, our live Zoom classrooms or the replays, teaching videos in the Alchemy of Yoga learning platform, Teachable. Teachable was developed for universities, and upon my research of all the best programs, I believe that they are the far best program and interface out there. I know that you will love it. Check out the free sampler course so that you can see what this program looks like and how you would use it online in Teachable. The program also consists of live yoga practice sessions, a private Facebook group with 24/7 support and more live content, practice teaching with your fellow students online, private WhatsApp group for 24/7 support, and a certification upon completion of the practicum with an option to register with Yoga Alliance as a registered yoga teacher at the 200-hour level. So let me show you what Teachable looks like. This is what it'll look like when you go in and you choose this program, or I invite you to the program. There are actually 8 modules total, but 7 here on the page to keep it neat and tidy. And you click open each of the modules, and they're specifically organized according to the syllabus and the curriculum. I'll show that to you in a moment. And you can see a percentage complete, so you can track how you're doing in completing the program. So let's say we click open Module 2. And in Module 2, as in every module, there is a welcome video. Then there is a guidebook for the material in that module, and then all the specific component pieces for that module. If there is a video in that module, it'll put a parentheses in the length of the video. If there's audio, you'll see a little button saying that there's audio recordings for that particular module. And you have Teachable in your pocket. For Teachable also makes an app. So if you're walking your dog or you're just going out and about, you can be listening to a lecture or meditation or practicing affirmations, just out and about, keeping it in the flow with your day. So let's do a quick summary. You receive video teachings in Online Alchemy of Yoga on Teachable. You receive the Yoga Teacher Training Manual that's over 400 pages. You receive access to all daily live online yoga classes and courses during your training. And let me say, not only do you receive the training itself, but we give you alchemy classes. We give you 108 classes so that you could just be practicing at any time. You have live Zoom sessions 2 to 3 times a week, required books, and a Facebook and a WhatsApp group. You should know equally what this is not. This program isn't a canned, pre-programmed digital training. You're not going to become a skillful yoga teacher with only self-study components in your training. It's very difficult to learn something without interaction and the ability to ask questions of your teacher. I truly don't believe that you can become the best yoga teacher possible by just only sitting and watching videos. These are resources, but we also need to have interaction, you and I. So that's why this is a best of all worlds, a hybrid program. But don't just take my word for it. Let's hear what Alchemist alumni have to say, shall we? So this is a little video that is taking a little while to load. But what I'm going to do is I am going to keep going because this just had some of the wonderful testimonials, but let's look at some others. I completed the program with a better sense of self and an understanding that how I see myself is how the world sees me. So it's important that I constantly work to love myself and seek and build self-confidence. It's clear Sylvia loves yoga and she loves to teach it to everyone, from the new teacher she mentors to the students in every class. Rianne says, I was able to go deeper into myself. I never knew I had the courage to face the boxes that had been closed and locked up for such a long time. I know now I'm brave enough to face anything, and I'm forever grateful for that. And Lori says, Sylvia is my inspiration to follow a life I love and make no excuses. Simply the best. Sylvia Mordini's dedication and wisdom is beyond. This is the most rewarding investment you can ever make. Any dream you have, Sylvia will go with you to help you achieve it. Calling Alchemy of Yoga a teacher training program does not do it justice. As a result of the in-depth study, I'm more confident, more connected, and more able to flow peacefully with the waves of life. Doing this 200-hour yoga teacher training was one of the best decisions I have ever made. Self-healing was a huge component of my experience, Bethany says. And Natasha says, this training will help you find your magic. So there are so many others, for you can imagine 33 classes in 16 years that you can view online. But now what I want you to imagine is what is possible for you. If you've been feeling like there's something bigger out there and you're ready to make changes in your life, my yoga teacher training is for you. If you want to change the world, my training is for you. So get ready to become the best yoga teacher possible and have fun while you do so. This is how the Alchemy of Yoga program is organized. We base the program on two key influences: the book, The Alchemist, maybe you've read it, and secondly, how the Yoga Sutras define happiness. Chapter 2, verse 1 defines the alchemy of yoga as transformative on 3 levels: Tapas, Svadhyaya, Ishvara, Pranidhana, Kriya Yoga. Physical, mental, and spiritual alchemy. So physical alchemy, known in Sanskrit as tapas, means to ignite the changes you want to make in your life, you have to have a solid foundation. It also means to get fired up and passionate, literally meaning to heat your body through moving and breathing, like in a vinyasa, kundalini practice. Transformation happens faster as a result. This is aligned with the chakras, which are aligned with the elements. So the first chakra, aligned with the earth, means to manifest your desires, you must have strong roots within yourself. Second chakra, the water element, you learn how to tap into your limitless potential to create your dreams and desires. And third chakra, the fire, you ignite the fire of your burning desires and dreams through action. So this means you ignite the changes that you want to make in your life. Then moving from physical alchemy to mental alchemy, Svadhyaya. In yoga, you study the self through the self to learn about the self. And here, the alchemy is through self-observation. By witnessing your thoughts, you become aware of your mental patterns and the obstacles to your happiness. This is aligned with the fourth chakra, the air element. You journey inwards to align with the love and wisdom in your heart, and from there communicate it out to the world, aligning your thoughts, words, and actions with your truth. Your inner wisdom becomes available when you open up your heart and learn to surrender to love, letting go of what is no longer in alignment with your heart. This time and self-reflection leads to self-expression. This then brings us to spiritual alchemy. As you're doing the tapas, the physical alchemy, as you're watching the mental alchemy, you let go of the ego of judgment and you move beyond wanting life to be different and begin to surrender and accept the natural flow of this moment. Happiness again becomes your natural alchemy. This is aligned with the fifth chakra, 6th and 7th. Essentially, you drop the old stories and you open up. Communicating to the universe our wisdom learned from your heart with clarity and truth is the work of the throat chakra, the fifth. The sixth chakra, your third eye, your intuition. You're observing your being. And as you do this, all negative thoughts dissolve and you return to happiness and love. You tap back into surrendering to your intuition. And the seventh chakra, you welcome the flow of grace to flow through your crown chakra. You become the embodiment of the divine, a unique expression of consciousness dwelling in your natural alchemy of love and peace. And so from this background, let's look at just some of the particulars, the curriculum and the syllabus. This is in the 4 educational categories from Yoga Alliance. 75 hours technique training practice, 30 hours anatomy and physiology, 30 hours yoga humanities, and 50 hours required of professional essentials. So then we break these down. These are all online on our website as well as in the downloadable PDF brochure. So technique, training, and practice means the poses, asana, breath work, pranayama, meditation, and mantra. And so we will provide all of those. These are the requirements of what's supposed to be in there according to Yoga Alliance, and we make sure they are. You're also learning, again, what sets us apart better together, not just one style of yoga or one sequence, but vinyasa, hatha, kundalini, restorative, and yin. This program really does a great job of helping you prepare to teach both online and in person. And we will also really take to heart and apply yoga psychology of the chakras. Anatomy and physiology is way more than just muscles and bones. You'll, yes, learn the practical theories about how to apply these, but it's also the biomechanics of safe movement as it pertains to balancing, stretching, awareness, and physical limitations, misalignments, and adaptations. We also offer a specific emphasis on the nervous system, the fight, flight, freeze, or also known as the stress response, and an overall teaching of this mind-body connection as it relates to yoga, meditation, mantra, and mindfulness practices. The section on yoga humanities is a non-traditional approach to yoga philosophy. You'll have a really amazing dialogue from the tradition of the Yoga Sutras to modern day philosophy and positive psychology. And we're dedicated to presenting more than just dualism, so non-dualistic theories. And you'll explore the ethical boundaries and what it means to be a teacher with a strong special emphasis on how to live the life of a yogi based in Ayurveda and its powerful role in promoting the alchemy of happiness in your life. The professional essentials, this last category, is all the personal development and the how to teach, the sacred principles of teaching, as well as then how to remove the obstacles to your happiness and become a master manifester. Yes, we're going to move through demonstrating, assisting, adjusting, all that's covered, but in order to honor the sacred seat of the teacher, we also introduce the alchemy of communication, learning nonviolent communication techniques, NVC. This is all based in sacred learning so that we have time to really embody what we're learning. And most importantly, we give you the tools to teach peace. The final part that's unlike other programs is it's not enough to be a certified yoga teacher. It's not even enough to be a great certified yoga teacher, but you need to be an amazing business person as well. And so what stands out is the entrepreneurial training that this program provides. The syllabus then is broken down into 8 modules, and that's what they are here. You can see the alchemy of yoga, the art of self-discovery, the foundation, and then how to live a life inspired. And then we literally simply move through the elements: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. A word about Yoga Alliance. This program is recognized by Yoga Alliance for a lot of years, and Yoga Alliance is not required to teach everywhere. This is a registry, and you get to decide whether or not you want to register with them. What is required to teach is a certification. And so you will receive this certificate once you've completed the homework, the practicum. And this allows you to then begin your yoga teaching career. At this point, let me just tell you a little bit more about myself. I'm a spiritual teacher, happiness coach, light worker, and transformation leader. 15 years ago, I founded Alchemy of Yoga to create a way to help you discover the answer to the question, who am I? And to teach you how to say yes to your dream life. I've taught hundreds of aspiring yoga teachers who I call happiness ambassadors, and I firmly believe the alchemy of yoga sparks the fire of transformation in everyone. This practice has saved my life more than once. I'm born in Ecuador with an Italian father, and I'm very proud of my Latina and Italian cultures. My immediate family is from Brazil, Philippines, Puerto Rico, Ecuador, and Italy. And because my life is like the United Nations, I developed a sense of global citizenship early on. My enthusiasm is contagious as I inspire happiness and joyful living in everyone I meet. I activate people to get unstuck from their pain and up-level their happiness. I like to think that my life story and radical transcendence serve as a catalyst because I personally know it's possible to transform trauma to dharma and transmute drama to dreams. I've slayed PTSD and panic attacks and followed my traumas with a plant-based diet, meditation, yoga, and only holistic cures and modalities. I'm a successful CEO of thriving wellness companies, ready to help you live your happiest life. And with proven success, I can help you design that dream life through yoga. If you like numbers and dates, well, then here you go. It took me 5 years to develop the curriculum and syllabus for this yoga teacher training. I've been in one hit and run as a pedestrian, one life-threatening cycling accident, one radical scooter accident, for a total of 2 NDEs, near-death experiences. I've had 2 TBIs, traumatic brain injuries, and I am a proud thriver, not just survivor. In 1999, I founded and owned Total Body Yoga Studio in Chicagoland with over 9,000 students for 10 years. I also owned Healing Power Yoga Studio. In 2004, I founded Alchemy of Yoga School through Yoga Alliance. In 2008, I founded my own style of yoga called Rebel Spirit Yoga, in addition to Chakra Vinyasa. In 2009, I founded Alchemy Tours, an international yoga retreat company specializing in personal transformation. In 2009, I founded Dreamcatcher Coaching to help you live your authentic Dharma and dream life. In 2015, I started Dharma Mentoring for yoga teachers to do the work of spirit and be financially successful at the same time. In 2018, I founded Mindfully in Love, a meditation program to helping you make learning to meditate more useful. And in 2019, I founded a new coaching program, a group program called Soul-Electing, based on the belief that when you select with your soul instead of selecting with your mind, we live aligned with our greatest joy. And in 2020, I co-founded Soul Sister Tribe, creating an online ashram for women that have experienced sexual trauma. Shram means a refuge, a home for sisters to support other sisters. Wow, it almost looks like I've been a little bit busy these last 16 years. Now let me introduce you to my brother, SIRI Adi Singh. So SIRI Adi is crisis management spiritual counselor, a mental health wellness coach. He's a native Chicagoan, and he's also a world-renowned performing DJ. So he's performed with you name it, and probably the answer is yes. And when he was 19 years old, he adopted the Sikh faith and allowed the breath to be his guru. SIRI Adi says, I came from a broken home due to the death of my mother when I was 8 years old. The loss of my home and my mother led me into some very deep, dark, and troubled waters, nearly losing my life several times, attempting to save my peers that were also drowning around me. All that trauma and drama in my life turned out to be a blessing because when I began my practice of meditation and yoga, I never looked back. With the tools I learned to transform my life, I'm now able to professionally and effectively do what I always yearned to do, and that is to elevate the people around me out of their own suffering. In 2007, I became disabled for 8 long years from bilateral hernia surgery gone wrong. I used acupuncture 3 years for 5 hours a day to finally get myself out of a wheelchair. My time with my own sufferings brought me to the feet of great masters that showed me how to do and become things I never thought possible, until I witnessed the powerful spiritual, emotional, and physical transformation in my own life brought about through their masterful guidance. And since those days, I've been fortunate to share all that I've practiced with people around the world from all walks of life, with all kinds of spiritual, emotional, and physical disease. And what I've learned is that everything in life is our medicine. Our challenges, when met with courage, bring us closer to our soul and true nature as human beings, which ultimately is love and compassion. It is my great joy to teach the ancient tools, techniques, and attitudes that have been passed down to me in kindness and trust, that I too would teach the world the boundless blessings of health and strength inherent in each and every human being, including you. So that's a little bit more about the two of us. And so now, are you ready to say yes to the teacher training that will change your life, to feel more alive, to find your purpose, to live with intention? And not only do you get me and SINGH and 5 alchemy mentors in your corner, right now I want to offer you something really special. For the next program, save $1,500 off your registration. I know, it's literally ridiculous. Bonuses, what? Yep, there's more. For a limited time, you also receive all of these bonuses that in total would add up to $499 if you were purchasing them individually. And so I know your next question, you guys, how much is it? Well, let's consider first the usual cost of an in-person teacher training. $3,000 to $4,500 average, 200-hour program. Now, if you're going to a destination, that's $3,500 more. And so that's just for a basic training. And so by the time you're done, you've spent $6,500 to $8,000. My program costs less than half that, $2,499. That's way less, you guys, than $6,500 to $8,000. And if you enroll now in Alchemy of Yoga, for the next program, I want to give you 60% off. Enroll now for only $999. That means you save $1,500 off your tuition. If you take $999 divided by 200 hours, this is $4.50 per hour. That's it. On top of it, I also offer you a payment plan. And so you could start for as little as $249.75, make 4 payments along the months, and there you go. Now is the time for you to transform your life. Honestly, all you have to do, if you're feeling this in your heart, is just say yes. You are ready. Join us today. The Alchemy of Yoga website is made possible there for you and in the comments below. And perhaps the question that I should leave you with is this. Bringing your hands over your heart. What do you plan to do with your one precious life? Feel into it. The time is now, you guys. This is one of the most powerful experiences that you could ever undertake. This means transformation, and it would be such an honor and a true delight to be able to be part of your journey to make this possible. If you have any questions, I welcome them wholeheartedly. So I'm going to stick around so that you can chat with me. Or if you have to get going, I make available to you my WhatsApp, and you'll find me on Instagram, Inspired Yoga Gal. You'll find Alchemy of Yoga on Insta as well, under Alchemy of Yoga, and PM me. Also, you'll see my Calendly. Just to book an appointment, let's chat. Free 20-minute call just to get clear and make sure that this is a good fit and get all your questions further answered. And don't forget that I also give you a sample course so that you get to test drive this whole program. Like, think about it. Have you ever bought a car without taking it out for a ride? No. So it's important to test out this program as well. I'm doing everything I can to make it easy for you to say yes to Alchemy of Yoga, the art of self-discovery. Join us. I'd love it. And from my heart to your heart to the heart of the universe that's so on your side, may you love yourself, love your day, and love your life. Muchísimas gracias. Grazie mille. Terima kasih. Suksama. Dankeschön. Merci beaucoup. Tak and koma.